So I just wanted to make this video because you realize you don't get tired when you're constantly winning. When you're constantly grinding, when you're constantly seeing results, when you're constantly going after the things that you want to do. Most of the time people fail whenever they don't see the results. Most of the time people fail and they give up when they don't see the things that they're working for. They want to just stop because they're like, why would I keep going if this isn't working? That's when you have to push harder. I'll tell you now, being successful, you wake up every day and you're ready to kill it. You ever have that season where you're like, everything is just going right, you wake up, you're ready to attack the day, you're ready to try something new. You have that what do you have to lose mentality. That's because you're winning. That's because the things that you're doing is paying off. The things that you're doing is paying off. If you're not in that season, then you feel discouraged and you feel depressed, right? I mean, that's just how life goes though. So the question is, what do you do when life feels discouraging and you feel like things aren't going your way? You have to find a way to win. And you're like, duh, I mean, I'm already trying to do that. Everything I'm doing isn't working. But how do you maximize on the things that you're already good at to get farther in life? If you're good with charisma and you're good with conversations, then go have a conversation with somebody and meet somebody that potentially can put you in a winning position. If you're good with networking with people and finding people to talk to, then go talk to somebody and network with them and show them what you have to offer, or be able to learn something else that someone else is doing that works. If you're good with being able to be teachable or even teaching, then put yourself in a position to go mentor or be able to find people that want to work for you or work under you to learn what you know. Finding things that you're already good at is what's going to help you elevate in life. And the thing is that many people, they're trying to learn something new, they're trying to find out what works, they're trying to do all these different things, which is okay. You're trying to figure out what works for you and, like, again, trial and error. It's good that you're even open to the trial, because sometimes it can be trial and success, other times it can be trial and error, but at least you're putting yourself in that position. And so if you're willing to put yourself in a winning position, then do that in the things that you're already good at, but learn how to maximize on them, right? I had someone tell me one time, the way that you actually put yourself in a winning position is by putting yourself in a winning position. And it's like, well, what does that mean? And it's like, clearly, if you're trying to grind and you're trying to work at something, you're trying to put yourself in a position that can actually change your life, you have to be willing to put yourself in that. You can't say, hey, I want to be a plumber, but not ever do the steps that it takes to become a plumber. You can't say, I want to be an engineer and never go to school for engineering. You have to be able to apply yourself to do the things that's going to be hard to get where you need to get to, right? Now, if you're in a season, again, where you're like discouraged, you feel depressed, you feel like things aren't just looking right, then I would recommend talking to God too, praying to God and being like, what do I need to do to maximize on the growth that it really takes? Because if you're trying to figure it out, there's no point in trying to figure it out on your own. There's a reason that God is giving you the ability to have the dreams that you have. Not everybody could dream that far. And so if you have certain goals and certain destinations that you want to be at, then just work for those things, but ask God for the guidance. Where do I need to make my turns? How fast do I need to be going here? What stoplights do I need to stop at? Where do I need to be in? What vehicle do I need to do so that it can get me to this location, to this destination? Like, these are the things that you have to consider. And if you don't put yourself in a winning position, then it makes it harder for you to do the things that you want to do, right? Most of the time, I think a lot of people, it sucks, but they hinder themselves. They hinder the person that they want to be. They hinder the growth that they should have because they're scared of change. You can't be scared of change if you actually want to win. Because you winning means that you can be a representation. You winning means that you can impact people. You winning shows that you can do something that's very capable at any age. You can be 25 years old and learn how to change the world. You could also be 52 and still find a way to change the world. There's no time to it. It's just whatever God has for you. And that's why I say having that relationship with God and talking to him and being like, hey, this is what I need to do. This is what I need to accomplish. How do I do it and how do I maximize on it? That's what's going to help you get to the point where you're successful. That's what's going to help you feel accomplished. That's what's going to help you feel fulfilled. Because if you're not doing that, then you're just trying things and you're shooting in the wind. And then that's why you get discouraged. You know what I'm saying? Everything isn't meant for everyone. I'll say it again, everything isn't meant for everyone. There's somebody out there that's like, I want to try everything at least once. I know a couple of those people. I want to try everything at least once. And then you have the other person that's like, I don't want to try anything because I'm too scared to try. I'm too scared to go after the things. And it could be something simple. It doesn't have to be goal oriented. It could be, I want to go skydiving. It could be zip lining. It could be going to a trampoline park. It could be traveling. It could be getting on a plane. Some people are like, I just want to try it once, just so I know if I like it or not. And then you have the other person that's just scared to even try anything and put themselves in a position where they can actually be able to experience what they're good at or what they like and don't like. Finding a balance is key to everything. Without the balance, then you're doing too much of everything and not enough of what matters. And if you're not taking the risk, then you're hindering yourself from the growth that you should actually have and not trying enough. So you gotta find out what works for you. What's the balance that's going to put you in a winning position, but also put you in a position where you could be like, okay, I have enough experience in this, right? Now, experience isn't for everybody. I'm gonna say this too, because for me, I have experience in business, but I didn't go get a business major. So I don't know everything, I don't know all the terminologies that can probably grow and help me excel. At the same time, the person that's in college doesn't have the business experience because they don't have a business yet, or because they didn't have the mentors that I had, or maybe because they didn't have the exact experience that I've developed to help me further myself in business. Or maybe you're doing one thing and you're like, okay, I'm in business and I wanna expand this and I have this teacher, that's great. But now you know a lot about business, but you don't know enough about marketing. And now you don't know enough about networking. And now you don't know enough about all these other skills that can further you in the business world. And that's what matters, because that's how you have to pair all these things together to make sure that you maximize on the thing that you're doing. If you don't, then you just kind of limit yourself to be a one-stop shop. But having the goal of saying, hey, I'm a jack of all trades, I can do this, 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 and this, puts you in a winning position. For me, I'm a CEO, and I'm a day trader, and I'm a content creator. And then I can also do business funding, and I can do all these other things that I know I'm capable of doing, whether it's in the background or if it's a main thing. What can you do that can help you maximize on the things that you're doing, right? And once you put that in perspective and you figure out what you want to highlight for the things that you want to do, then you learn how to attack them, how to maximize on them, how to make money off of them, how to monetize them, how to be able to grow and scale doing those things. If you're okay with working a normal 9 to 5 and just, letting time pass, that's okay. Not me though. And so if you need to find a way to make money outside of your 9 to 5, I would love to mentor you in the day trading space, teaching you how to make money off your phone from the Forex market and be able to do it really anywhere around the world. And I always tell people with the right knowledge and the right guidance, you can be able to make your own salary in a day. You can make a couple $1,000 in a day. Now, of course, nothing is guaranteed, but learning it will put you in a winning position. And I've had people that go from no knowledge to fully learning it in a month and a half from the videos and from the one-on-one guidance that I give people to put them in a winning position. So if that's where you want to be at, I would love to help you be in that position. Now, I think that a lot of people, they find themselves trying to maximize on the things that they want to do, but again, they hinder themselves from growth. My challenge to you is finding a way to do something that you're uncomfortable with doing by the end of the week. 2 things. By the end of the week, you do these 2 things and you're like, this is what actually pushed my comfort zone. This is what got me out of my circle. This is where I can actually put myself in a winning position. I was able to meet this person because I put myself out there. This is what you need to do. And if you don't apply yourself to do that, then how else will you grow? Every single week, you need 2 challenges. What can I do to be able to be a part of this journey and do these different things? Because at the end of the day, your success is going to be dependent on you. Your growth is dependent on you. Where you be at is dependent on you. You can't depend on other people all the time for people to put you in that position. Eventually, you have to move out of your parents' house. You can't just stay with your parents. Eventually, you have to graduate high school. You can't just stay with your teachers. Eventually, you move on. So what does that look like for you to do it on your own and be in a winning position? That's my challenge to you this week. That being said though, if y'all made it this far, like this video, follow me on Instagram, King Malone. If you guys want to know more about the day trading space, it is alphafrx.com. And of course, subscribe to the channel, comment what you guys think. And that being said, y'all, I will catch you in the next video.